welcome to the Millennium stage, the Brother Brothers.
Hello. Whoa, my siren, won't you call? Well, I'm lost. Whoa, whoa. Last night you came was a fall, but that's a long, long time ago. I write my name on the wall. I sit up straight but slowly fall. I fall, whoa, whoa, whoa. The worn out sidewalks know my feet, for I've walked, whoa, whoa. And up the stairs I retreat, broken walls, whoa, whoa. Trains they howl through the day. Whoa, my siren, won't you wash my cares away? Ooh, whoa. Whoa, feral cat, what's your name? Are you lost? Whoa, whoa. Have you got a place to hide away when you're alone? Whoa, whoa. Spring will come before you know. The ice will melt, the food will grow. Before long, whoa, whoa. Before long, whoa, whoa. Thank you. You're all in such a nice, neat little row. Except for you guys. All right, well, here's a song. We come from, we live in Brooklyn, New York right now. All right. And there's kind of a lack of trees there, but when there are some, they're either really small or really big. Luckily, I have a big one in my backyard. So here's a song about that tree. Bird in a tree, what you doing way up there? Why do you sing, are you looking for your lady fair? Did she fly away to another tree? Do you know now where she hides? All day you sing the same old song. She must be hard to find. Bird in a tree, what's it like to be able to fly? I figure if I had wings like you, not a wasted day'd go by. I'd fly above the mountaintops, I'd do barrel rolls and dives, and I'd snack upon the wiggly worms and be happy all my life. Bird in a tree, what you doing way up there? Why do you sing, why do you sing? Are you looking for your lady fair? Did she leave you late in the summertime after such a lovely spring? Are you afraid that come the winter you'll be left in the cold and lonely? Bird in a tree, who taught you to sing so well? Do you know that I am listening, brother bird, can you even tell? And though your love might be far away, even in another town, you sing your song all through the day in case she comes around. Bird in a tree, oh the sun is getting wide. Soon the night will come and the morning won't be for a while. So fare thee well, dear friend of mine, what a pleasure I must say. We both should probably get some sleep, tomorrow's another day. All right. Thank you. So is the president coming? Anyone? No? I tweeted at him, but he didn't respond. But maybe that meant that he was coming anyway. That was a low-hanging fruit kind of joke at him. It's true. People are always like, are you guys twins? We're like, yeah. They're like, do you have ESP? Like, no. I feel like it was that kind of a joke. It's like, oh, you live in D.C.? Yeah. Do you know the president? No. I think this is coming through yet. Is it coming through? It was, and then it went away. Is it coming through? Oh. All right. Just in case. Wish that there were not an ocean. Wish there was no time. Wish I had a little more with that girl of mine. Love's no deeper than an ocean, and it fades with passing time. But memory gives it life and meaning that can last a whole lifetime. Come back, darling. I will be here every morning. Come back, so many songs of old, women wait alone, waiting for the ones they love until he comes back home. Now I am not a man of war, nor of the sea trade, but in the world of loss and love, in that I can relate. Come back, darling, I will be here every morning. Come back, darling, I have only but to wait. Thank you. How about that sound team? Is that quick action?
I actually wrote that song for voice and fiddle alone originally, so
Yeah.
you guys got the throwback version.
We're dealing with outdated gear here ourselves.
We'll get David back on the guitar for the next one. So we hail originally from Peoria, Illinois. We have one Peorian here, actually. And this next song is about a town at the very bottom tip of Illinois called, it's pronounced Cairo, Illinois. But for poetic purposes,
I decided to pronounce it Cairo because it rhymes with maybe my favorite part of the song. But in writing it, I learned a lot more about the town, and I realized that it's just riddled with. The thing about Illinois that's different from every other state is that the Mason-Dixon line goes through it. So the southern part of Illinois is below the Mason-Dixon line and is just riddled with horrible history. We all know what's going on in St. Louis. Just, what was it, not even a year ago? Was that a year ago? 2 years ago. Wasn't that? Yeah. 2 years ago. Anyway, it's just not a good scene down there, and as I learned more and more, I was like, how can I write this song and make it pretty? So I decided to not make it pretty. So here's a song about racism. One, two, well, a town's a town when you're upside down. You lay your bones on a bed, it's that easy to have a kind of home. Where the money goes, I know too well. Spreads out like the jobs I've worked so many. The hard days don't seem to end. Well, I'm wasting time, and I only know one way to go to start again. Let it roll down the banks of the Ohio. When you can't rely on what you make to pay the rent on time. So I'm going away down to the Fort DeFio. Oh, way down there in Cairo, Illinois, I'm gonna stay. Now what do you say when the bottom falls out? You try to make amends with anybody that ever caused you pain. It's no fault of mine that it should end this way. And I won't apologize to anybody for a thing that I can't change. See, I'm used to being alone, used to being alone. See, it's the only way that I know how to get to where I'm going. Let it roll down the banks of the Ohio. When you can't rely on what you make to pay the rent on time. So I'm going away down to the Fort Defio. Oh, way down there in Cairo, Illinois, I'm gonna stay. Oh, Cairo, you build your levees tall. I wanna sit beside the water and forget about it all. Let it roll down the banks of the Ohio. When you can't rely on what you make to pay the rent on time. So I'm going away down to the Fort Defio. Oh, way down there in Cairo, Illinois, I'm gonna stay. Thank you. It's an old, is it a traditional? This is an old traditional one. It's usually played in a major key. And in 4. We're not going to do that. Way down in Columbus, Georgia. Lord, I wish I was back in Tennessee. Way down in Columbus Stockade. All my friends, they have turned their back on me. Go and leave me if you wish to. Never let it cross your mind and your heart. There was another. Leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Last night, as I lay sleeping, Lord, I dreamt that I held you in my arms. When I woke, I was mistaken. I was stuck behind these prison bars. Go and leave me if you wish to. Never let it cross your mind and your heart. There was another. Leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Many nights with you I've rambled, many nights with you I've spent. Thought I had your heart forever. Now I found it was only lent. Go and leave me if you wish to. Never let it cross your mind and your heart. There was another. Leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Well, thank you.
This next song we're going to do is, well, I learned it from a brother duo called the Delmore Brothers. I don't know if we have any fans in the audience of Delmore Brothers. Well, we got one.
One
All right,
fan.
good. Anyway, so I always understood that this was a traditional song, and then when the Kennedy Center asked me to present the set list and who wrote all the songs, I did a little internet search, and I ended up going down some crazy rabbit hole of this whole genre of music that was like pre-vaudeville, like 1880s, what they called race music. And like some of the songs don't get sung anymore for very obvious reasons. And this song was one of the songs, which I don't know, was, I'm not going to go deep into it. But anyway, I learned something thanks to the Kennedy Center. So thank you.
You kick it up.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, goodbye, booze, forevermore. My boozing days will soon be yours. Oh, we had a good time, but we couldn't agree. They see what booze has done to me. Now the old banjo is out of tune, and up above is the winter moon. My friends have left me one by one. Just a few more days and I'll be gone. Oh, goodbye, booze, forevermore. My boozing days will soon be yours. Oh, we had a good time, but we couldn't agree. They see what booze has done to me. I pawn my hat, I pawn my shoes for a drink of Alabama booze. From down and out, and I got the blues. I've got the kind that's hard to lose. Oh, goodbye, booze, forevermore. My boozing days will soon be yours. Oh, we had a good time, but we couldn't agree. They see what booze has done to me. Make a bargain now with you for one last drink of good old booze. I'll tune my banjo up and sing and try to lose my aching pain. Oh, goodbye, booze, forevermore. My boozing days will soon be yours. Oh, we had a good time, but we couldn't agree. Now you see what booze has done to me. Thanks. That's Adam Moss on the fiddle there.
And that's David Moss on the guitar and cello.
Oh, thank you.
I felt obliged to say his name after he said mine. Maybe the timing wasn't right, though. I should have waited.
I'm going to fiddle with this mic real quick.
He said fiddle with the mic. Huh? It's too early for our jokes to be on game. We're used to playing at 9.
How's that? Teacher A.
This next song I wrote, I used to play in the subways in Boston. And it was pretty good living. And I was kind of getting sick of all the material that I was doing, so I decided to write a song for the subway. Well, in the nighttime, when you're inside the window with the lights on, when I'm outside, I can see what you're doing on the inside. Well, I had a girl, but you never liked the way that lingered. She said, boy, I'm leaving you, and gave me the finger. Well, she swept me off my feet, then she kicked me on down to the street. Well, I got no home, got no bed, I got no place to lay my head. Got no job, I got no skills, got to play in the subway just to pay my bills. Wake up and then I go to sleep again. And I dream, but I never can remember what my dreams meant. Thanks. Do you think it would be possible to get some of that cello in the monitors?
We threw it for a loop. We weren't sure what the problem was, and now I'm absolutely sure what the problem is. I need to get a microphone. Well, this is a song written by a man named Peter Rowan, if anyone's familiar with him. I would say he's one of America's great songwriters. He's in a band called Old and in the Way that kind of, they toured a lot and made a lot of albums. But we're going to do a version of one of his songs. 1, 2, 3. Paper bride came all the way from China, Golden Gate, San Francisco Bay. Spent a lifetime on Angel Island, waiting for our wedding day. There's a fortune on the Golden Mountain, stake my claim in the fall. I left my bride on the Angel Island. She wrote these words upon the wall. One more lifetime, one more lifetime, one more lifetime, loving you. Working the gold fields on the high Sierra, early snow began to fall. Buried treasure for my darling under redwood trees so tall. Snowed in a winter on the Golden Mountain. When I returned in the spring, my bride was gone from the Angel Island. No one knew where, no one knew where. One more lifetime, one more lifetime, one more lifetime, loving you. Now I live my life like a Chinese painting. Shadows wash against the sky. Empty brush strokes for my darling. We never said our last goodbye. One more lifetime, one more lifetime, one more lifetime, loving you. Thanks.
We're running a little ahead of schedule.
We normally are like way funnier than this, but it's so serious in here. This is like serious business. Aretha Franklin's been here. I saw it on YouTube.
So we're gonna add a song that you're not gonna see in your program.
We might actually add two. You guys are so lucky. Did somebody gasp like it was a bad thing? I was like, oh my, this place is serious. Well, here's a song that I wrote before we've been a duo all our lives, but before we started performing together in this manner. We have some albums for sale over there for later. Unless you just can't wait, then you can go over there now. But we have some albums, and I've got one of my solo albums, and this is a song off of that. And then we also have an EP that we recorded of us, but we've only been doing this since March, so we only have 6 songs. So, just get the whole package, sign up on your email list, just do the whole thing, get a t-shirt. And here's the song. Said the snow to the street, I'm gonna walk all over you. Said the owl to the tree, there ain't nothing you can do when I land upon your leaves but make them fall. And they fell like a feather from a wing. Yeah, they fell just like water from a spring. And the tree said to the snow, well, I've been standing for a while now, and I know just how you go. Yeah, you fall from time to time and cover everything in elegant white. But the cars never cease to drive down streets, and the dirt always gets turned up from pedestrian feet. So wake me when I'm taller still. My life has been longer than you. Said the fire to the tree, I'm gonna walk all over you. Said the mountains to the sea, there ain't nothing you can do when I fall 10,000 feet to your shores. And that big old moon did wake up from its slumber, and the tide swelled like the bosom of a mother. And the sea said to the flames, well, I've been standing for a while now, and I know you wicked game. Yeah, you wait until the weather's dry, cover everything for miles in your wake. But now all the earth you scorched will reawaken, and the new life will grow stronger for its ancestors' sake. So wake me when I'm bluer still. My life has been longer than you. Said the sunshine to the sea, I'm gonna walk all over you. Said the city to the breeze, there ain't nothing you can do when I stand upon my feet but go around. And the buildings bowed and bustled with a sigh, and the water from the ocean it did rise, and the clouds came and the snowflakes they came down from the sky. Thanks. So as we all know, it's election season. It feels weird to be in D.C. and watching CNN.
Nobody gasps out there. I figured you guys would have the strongest reaction. I mean, you're in the middle of it. I guess all Americans are in the middle of it, aren't we?
But it's cool. We've been traveling around, and we went to Wisconsin recently, and we noticed that there's this cheese that Hillary Clinton's been. Well, Bernie Sanders was doing it first, but then now Hillary Clinton's adopted it, and it's
It's the Hillary Clinton cheese.
the Hillary Clinton cheese.
You guys heard about it? Do you have it out here?
Probably not. It's nice. It's the thing about it is that it comes with its own cheese shredder, because Hillary wants. You guys are smart. This is a good crowd. Hillary wants to actually make America great again. Oh, should have been. See, it was supposed to be punchline song. I messed up.
Because Hillary wants to make America actually great again.
I need a notary public, 'cause I think I'm gonna sign away my heart again. I didn't read the tiny writing, I just blindly signed the bottom of the page, and then she spent my money, paid no interest in my love, and now she's leaving me alone again. I need a notary public, 'cause I don't think I got the will to love again. Don't need a doctor or a lawyer to get out of this particular predicament. I need somebody's job it is to oversee the signing of important documents. You see, I didn't see the signs, and I was ignorant to think our love was heaven sent. I need a notary public if I'm ever gonna get back all the love I lent. How could I see the signs when I was sleeping with the one I should be sleeping on? And if love's a dotted line, then it was broken from the start. We put the horse behind the cart when I signed away my heart. I need a notary public, 'cause I think I'm gonna sign away my heart again. I didn't read the tiny writing, I just blindly signed the bottom of the page, and then she spent my money, paid no interest in my love, and now she's leaving me alone again. I need a notary public, 'cause I don't think I got the will to love again. I need a notary public. Thank you. We should do two more. Which one? We do Minneapolis, maybe? Is that okay with you?
So, well, this is DC, so you guys are familiar with everything, maybe. I don't know. But,
I think it's legal here.
is it legal to carry weed here, or is it medical here? Medical. Okay, well, do you remember way back in the day when it wasn't medical at all anywhere, except for California? Well, we were living in Texas at that point, and we used to have a lot of friends that would go out to California for the harvest, which was like, it was sort of legal, but it wasn't, but like, it was kind of legal, so like, they would go there to make a ton of money, and then you would get paid after you were done working, and you would get paid a lot of money, either in cash or weed. And if you chose to get paid in weed, and you
I
had
don't know if this is.
Kennedy Center things,
Yeah.
Anyway,
This
song's about.
The story is basically the song is about some friends of mine who used to go out there, and it wasn't the most legal thing in the world, and they would get themselves jobs at these farms that maybe weren't the most stable and with the nicest people in the world. So, you know, kind of like a hitchhiker's life, I guess. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, and. I was set up in the mountains of Northern California, filled with promises of wages like gold. And I worked for a farmer who had harvested a bounty. Day by day trim would fall to the floor. Well, I shaped and I sculpted from morning till night, every day for its 7 weeks' time. Come the end of the season, he thanked me with a shotgun, far from home and my pockets bone dry. So I made my way south to the San Francisco harbor to try for a job that might pay. But all I seemed to find there was the dirt upon the pavement and a number of doors in my face. All the payphones, they took any money that I'd made, saying, baby, could you send a little down? And it made me grieve for my daughter of 3 back in Minneapolis Town. Come a rainy November on the California coast, I longed for shelter and a sliver of home. I came upon a rail yard, I came upon a bulldog. Thanks to luck, he was blind and I was gone. And I shivered with the winter, headed eastbound on the train, the wind and the rods in my ears. Yeah, the mountains were a purple colored wash against the sky, the stars a dazzling blanket of tears. Now every train it reaches station in Chicago, Illinois, I jumped off as the speed began to slow. And I walked into that city on the shores of Lake Michigan, a place that was never my home. And I sat upon the pavement asking people for their change, saying, help a soul whose day has run down. Oh, and please help me see my little daughter of 3 back in Minneapolis Town. Now the winters, they get cold on the shores of Lake Michigan. The wind blows, turns water into snow. And the wind blows hard and mighty on the scores of people living in the houses and the buildings below. All the blizzard came at night, my body froze on a cornerstone outside that cursed shelter filled to the brim. Then an angel come to save me, parting snow just like a curtain, saying, take my hand, I'm gonna take you in. Folks, there's nothing like a man when he looks his life ahead. The vision's always joy and never pain. And there's nothing like a man who has lost everything he loves just to come around and find it again. And it was me staring out the window of a Greyhound headed north. I could swear St. Paul was pulling the sun down. And I said, soon it's you I'll see, my little daughter of 3 back in Minneapolis Town. Thank you. We're playing any flat? Yeah, I just want to. Well, we want to thank you so much for listening. This is going to be our last number. Oh. This is the encore. We already left. We came back real fast.
We want to thank the Kennedy Center for having us. This is a
Yeah.
really cool thing.
It's not very often that you like tell people you're playing a gig and they're like, "Oh, congratulations." That's weird. Mazel tov. This song takes place when I first moved to Brooklyn. I used to sit along the East River and just stare at the city. I'm sure a lot of us here might know the view. But it was just breathtaking, and I worked at a bar, and I'd get out of work super duper late and wouldn't be so, sober. And I would sit on the water and just stare there and be like, I can't believe I live here. This is amazing. But anyway, that's where this song takes place. Thanks again, and we're going to be over there if you want to come talk to us. We'd love to meet every single one of you in this beautiful, beautiful place. Thanks again. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, down a ways, I'm loaded as hell. Too drunk to ride home, that's easy to tell. So I walk to the train, works just as well. Might do some good to sit down for a spell. She was no angel, nor was she a diamond, but sure she was perfect for a place and time. No, I can't say she loved me, I can't say I was her only, but what I know now is that she's doing fine. I'm tired of love, I'm tired of the little things. Who are you to blame? I'm tired of paying my dues like they're taxes. Who are you to blame? I could tell you about a hill under the Brooklyn Bridge. I tend to end up down there with a case that spins. See, it's always in the morning, just before the sun breaks. Oh, there's something about the tugboats when the hour's late. You see, tugboats don't get tired, they just have to go slow. But ain't that the way you pull a heavy load? Yeah, they purr and they putter, that's what they're made to do. Down and ahead until the labor's through. I'm tired of love, I'm tired of the little things. Who are you to blame? I'm tired of paying my dues like they're taxes. Who are you to blame? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.